Today, we are talking about why you need to start blogging for your business, how to leverage a blog for growth, all of the statistics that make it make sense, and why blogging is for the cool kids. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin Trafford, story and content strategist, and I love to talk about all things blogging, Pinterest, podcasting, organic traffic, and more. Today, we're going to answer the question of why you need to be regularly blogging in your business to make maximum impact. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard from clients, people in my DMs, and just regular old people on the street, even some of them in the comments on my blogs that I run, saying, oh, I have a blog and I really want to start doing it, but I just haven't prioritized it and I haven't made it time to do it. And so it just sits there and I don't do anything with it. OMG, I would be a cajillionaire if I got a nickel for every time somebody said something like that to me. So here is the reason why you need to stop making that excuse and start blogging, or at least thinking about it as part of your strategy. First of all, blogging does not replace social media marketing. Blogging is a different strategy that layers on top of your social media marketing. And in fact, in many ways, having a solid blog strategy is going to make your social media strategy way easier to implement, especially when it comes to things like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course, Pinterest. I've got another video coming very, very soon about some updates to Pinterest, so stay tuned for that. But if you are interested in more about Pinterest, check back through the last couple of videos because I do have an awesome one about how to specifically start using Pinterest to leverage business growth. So today we're going to focus more on blogging. I always like to back up what I'm saying with data and metrics, and there are a lot of metrics out there and statistics and studies that prove that businesses that commit to regularly blogging do better than businesses that do not, especially in the digital space. First things first, if this doesn't convince you that you need to start blogging, I actually don't know what will, so maybe you should just stop, quit while we're ahead, quit while we're friends. I don't know. Did you know that businesses that regularly commit to blogging generate, are you ready for this, 67% more leads than businesses that do not? That's like 2/3. 67% more leads go to businesses that commit to regularly blogging than businesses that do not. I should just stop this video right here and right now so you can go start blogging right now. But you're still here, so I'll keep going if you're not yet convinced. The other stat you need to know are that companies, entrepreneurs, brands, bloggers who commit to showing up on their blogs 3 to 4 times a week tend to bring in 3 to 4 times more traffic to their websites than companies that do not. Listen, blogs are huge traffic drivers, especially if you have focused on best practices for SEO, optimizing, and lead generation. Blogs are a fabulous way to put out hundreds of feelers into the digital space and bring in your aligned, perfect customers and readers. They're also a great way to make sure that the people who do not fit with your philosophy, who are not aligned to work with you, actually self-select out of the process. Blogs are hugely powerful. So think about that the companies that are showing up 3 to 4 times a week on their blogs are generating 3 to 4 times more traffic than companies that are not blogging. That's huge. Now, here's another stat that really paints a solid picture. Of those companies that are blogging 3 to 4 times a week, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, brands, whatever you want to call them, the blog posts and the web content that they are producing is generating 97% indexed links. Now, what is an indexed link? I know, you're like, Erin, talk to me like a human being. Okay, an indexed link, very simply put, is a link that Google can see. That's what we want, right? We want Google to be able to see us. So indexing a link basically is a way of showing Google and saying, here, I created this content. When we're blogging regularly, we're giving Google more ability to see us. And when Google can see us and our content, guess what happens? We're more likely to show up in search results. Google is more likely to say, oh, I know just the post to serve to this particular person for this particular search query. You will raise in the ranks. So I'm going to run through those metrics again really, really quick, just so that they can become part of the way that you're thinking about blogging, okay? So companies and brands that are blogging, they are generating on average 67% more leads than companies that are not. Those that are committing to showing up regularly on their blogs 3 to 4 times a week are generating 3 to 4 times more traffic to their website than companies and brands that are not. And of those companies that are regularly blogging, 97% of the links they are creating are indexed by Google, which means 97% of those links are findable and visible online. Have I convinced you yet? I feel like I have. Okay, so the next question you have is, okay, how do I get started? Like, what are some things that I can start to do to dust off that old blog and get things moving? And here are 3 things that I want you to consider right now. The first thing is to start learning a bit about the foundations of good SEO practice. Now, these are things that will ebb and flow over time. Google, like anything else, has an algorithm, so you're gonna have to stay on top of it. But if you know nothing about SEO and you are afraid of it, now is the time to get over that fear and start to investigate how you can improve your SEO skills. So when you sit down to blog, you're actually giving yourself a really fighting chance out of the gate of being seen and found in Google search results. To that end, the second thing I would recommend is learning a little bit about analytics, because what we know about digital marketing is that it's really important to be where your people are. And in order to be where your people are, you kind of need to know where they are. And analytics, especially Google Analytics, is going to tell you a lot about the people who are already in your sphere of influence. Little tidbit, Google Analytics will also hook in with a lot of social media platforms so that you can create a full data picture of your perfect client and create content to continue to bring them into your world. So step 1 is learn about foundations of SEO. Step 2 is get comfortable with metrics and analytics. And step 3, I bet you can guess what it is if you are not also leveraging Pinterest, start leveraging Pinterest right now. Because really, when you do all of the research on SEO and you sit down to write a great blog post, it is so easy just to use that same effort to leverage Pinterest. It takes just a few extra minutes and you will be increasing your chances at getting found organically by miles. So those are the 3 things that I would start doing if you want to jump right back into getting your blog up and running, or maybe you haven't started your blog yet. Those are 3 things that I would put on your list of things to learn about. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Here's the thing. If you are ready to jump in and boost your organic traffic and really commit to building out a strategy other than just Instagram and Facebook, I invite you to apply to the Organic Traffic Academy. It is my proven program where I work with mainly female entrepreneurs to uncover and unlock the power of their content from both a storytelling and strategic standpoint. The link to apply is on my website at erintrafford.com. You can find out all the details about the program there. And of course, feel free to drop any comments or questions you have in the comment box below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.